I forgot to leave my foot on the foot switch there. You take care. You sound good also. Good broadcast modulation over there. 378 Southern Cal, we're clear. Yeah.
Porque te lo voy a hacer la persona, botadillo, pero ¿qué tocar? Porque traes. Ah, porque me siento cotorro ahí.
Plug it in and watch the smoke.
Copia. No, 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 hecho. Hasta allá.
My dog's like an alarm clock when it comes time to eat. 4 o'clock, he wants to eat. Yeah, you gotta enjoy them while you can. They don't live a lot of years, so let them be a dog. Oh yeah, mine gets eggs too, especially on the weekends. He waits for scrambled eggs, and he loves his chicken too. What do you run for a radio out there in Tennessee? Especially on the sideband, stays right on the frequency. I got an old Yaesu ham radio, tell you, Yaesu FT1000D. Yeah, that's 200 watt Yaesu. must have a mixer board or something with that Yaesu. No, I thought I heard him earlier, but I don't hear him now. Yeah, copy. I ain't using much for an antenna. I just have this IMAX 2000 antenna. Nothing special. I like to put a beam up. Alright, so well, it sounds real good on the AM side for sure. It sounds real good. I like it. Yep. But I'll tell you that one I got, that 1000D, man, that thing's heavy when you pick it up. That thing weighs like 65 pounds. Probably Mother Nature. I don't know. But I'll tell you that Yaesu 1000D, that thing weighs like 65 pounds. That thing's heavy. Probably over on that road. What does Chief call it? Never Work Again Road? The heck? I'm sure they looked there already. Oh no, I hear you. I hear you, whoever you are right there. Yeah, copy. Well, you got some good swing in that thing. It sounds good. You're swinging right up to the 9 on my meter here. I know what you mean about the complaints. That's when I key up this old girl on the AM side or whatever. Everybody whines and cries about it. Sure is quiet out there. What's going on out there? 13.
I don't know what your receiver's doing, but it's awful noisy in mine. County-wide.
Oh, you're giving me over a 10. Over a 10 on my scale over here. You're coming in the strongest. Howdy, Pete. Who's that?
Yeah. Hello, Bill. I hear you, Bill, when California's not plugging my ears.
Yeah, they're plugging my ears over here as well, but that's all right. I guess it's interesting. I'm comparing it, trying to see. Might have like a Marshall or a Mesa Boogie. I'm not sure. Some type of
I was just looking at the
guitar
setup. You went up, you give me like a 15 on the meter. But yeah, your modulation's good. It's just starting to get a little crabby there, you know. But it still sounds pretty good.
Oh, man, it's going to be rough here for a little bit on Classic Radio Roundup. But, yeah, you're going to have to find something to go along with this.
Yeah, Roger on that. Step it up, fellas. Yeah, copy. Yeah, you're coming in. You're booming in. I don't know what I'm doing on your scale, but you're booming in here.
Yeah, let me do a little bit of booming on my own. 441 the Spitfire, countywide radio.
441, 631. You got a copy?
I hear you, 631. I got a copy when California's not in here plugging my ears.
Yeah, it's no fun. They're plugging my ears too, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Channel 13. I don't know. I can't explain it. 631.
Yeah, give it an hour, or maybe even a half an hour, and it usually fades on out of here. And it gets a little bit quieter. There may be one or two others, but not the nonsense that's in here now. Well, hopefully, when California's not plugging your ears, you got a pretty good copy on the Volcano transmitter here.
Yeah, I'm hearing you fine, except when that dude keys up. So,
Hello, fellas. Mr. K's out here. Kilowatt.
Yep. Hello, Mr. K. We got another local check-in. We'll acknowledge the local check-in there, Billy. Hello, Mr. K. 441 the Spitfire.
Boy, say Spitfire, kilowatt out here, full radio.
Yeah, well, that's a couple local check-ins for the Classic Radio Roundup. 441 the Spitfire. I'm using this old Pearce Simpson Super Lynx.
Yeah, I'm checking in, too.
Hiya, Wayne.
Hi, Pete.
Dave!
Where's Dave? I don't know if Dave will be in here tonight. He might have to work tonight.
I just heard Dave.
The one Dave.
Oh, that Dave. Hello, Dave.
Hello.
Man, that beam is rocking it up here. Oh my goodness.
Rita 1 SWR. I'm trying to get it up even higher.
Well, that's worth a S6, S7.
Hey, here's another check-in.
There's another check-in. Hello, Sky Rider.
How are you doing tonight? Any changes in my audio?
Oh, I don't know. I'm on a different radio. You sound like you. It sounds good, so I don't know what kind of change you're looking for, but it certainly sounds good.
Yeah, I'm going to experiment a little bit tonight, so I'll let you guys go. This is a different mic, and I'm going to switch then over to the D104, see if that makes a difference. So keep that a little bit in your memory.
10-4 on the D10-4 microphone change. Roger, copy. So, Dave, what are you using to tune that antenna? I guess you don't have a VNA. What do you got to run in the house and key it up, run back out, make adjustments? How you doing that?
exciter and I look at the SWR on the built-in SWR meter.
Yeah, that's so 1950s. The way we do it now in 2025 is we buy a $30 Chinese VNA, we hook the coax up to it, and we make our adjustments right there.
Yeah, the only problem with that is there ain't no place to hook up the coax outside. There's no splices.
Well, you use a different length of coax. Ain't gonna make that much of a difference.
I'd rather plumb it into the station. If it works on my FT exciter, that's what's got to look into it. I mean, VNAs are fine. I think they're just a wonderful thing. But nope, not doing it like that because I don't have to.
Yeah, well, I do it like that because me running outside and running back inside, down the stairs, and then back up the stairs, and then back up the hill again and make a change, and then run back down the hill, back inside, back down the stairs, check it out again, and then do that several times. First of all, the dogs start freaking out, and second of all, I'm tired. So I just run a length of coax, tune it right there, raise it up a little bit, 50 feet, check it out on the VNA. If I need to adjust it, I lower it back down, make my adjustment, raise it back up, check it out again. Saves a whole lot of running around.
Yeah, you don't have to ask your friends to come help you out.
I ain't got no friends.
Well, if you had a VNA, I think it'd be your friend.
I tell you, it would be your friend.
500.
What'd you say, Billy?
Dave's got a Johnson 500. He could just load up into the 3 to 1.
Well, yeah, there's that.
There is that.
Can you two hear each other, Billy and Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear Dave pretty well. He's coming in just about the same signal as you and everyone else, which is lower than it was last week, but I think it's the band right now.
That's a pretty far shot. That's pretty impressive that you two can hear each other.
Yeah, Billy's not far behind you, Pete. Like, I'll make. I'm still chewing on something here, but when I'm done, I'll make a Watergate and send it to you guys. Billy is rocking down here.
111.
99999.
Hey, Spitfire, how far away are they?
One is down by the Maryland border, and the other one's in Phillipsburg, New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear either of those guys?
Yeah, Roger, I hear them loud and clear.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, the one guy's, well, I don't know how many miles. I know one guy is 36 miles south of me, and I guess Billy's 40 miles northeast of me. I'm guessing 40-some miles. So between the two of them, it's got to be 60, 70 miles.
I can't hear either one.
Wherever that is, you got a giant signal here. It must be aimed at you. And 61 is 76 miles from me as a rope fly.
Yeah, I was guessing somewhere around 70 miles.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's nothing to laugh about. 70 miles is pretty impressive, especially with skipland noise in the background.
Yeah, Roger, I'm glad I'm making that trip. Greg, hello.
Hello, Brake.
Hello?
Am I making the trip tonight?
You are making the trip, sir. You are making the trip. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup.
Yes, thank you for acknowledging. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
You have the Spitfire 441, the countywide radio, public service station on my antique flea market radio.
Oh, Spitfire, cool, yes. You're the fellow with the video game. Oh, yeah, that's neat. I heard myself the other day. But it's 3:27. I'm in Bethlehem, okay? And I have a hard time hearing you folks.
Yeah, hello, 327 Bethlehem. Yeah, no problem hearing you. You're doing fine coming down here. As the video gate for this week will attest, the video gate is rolling once again.
Oh, it is rolling again. Cool. Okay, I'm on my different antenna tonight, so I wasn't sure what the difference is going to be. And I'm glad you said that because I was comparing signals. Very good. Anyway, Spitfire, yeah, always a pleasure. And I know you're busy down there, so you get back to it. And thank you for running your show.
Yeah, well, glad you stopped by and check in. We're here till 10 o'clock, so feel free to stop back anytime. And I do appreciate you checking in with us because it wouldn't be Classic Radio Roundup without people checking into the Classic Radio Roundup. 327, 441 the Spitfire, right back at you.
Alrighty, 441. Yeah, pleasure on my end for sure. And hello to everybody else out there. I'm not sure if I can hear everybody. Maybe you can hear me, but 327 wave out of Bethlehem, and we'll get on the side.
Hey, Greg.
I hear everybody. Bragger.
Oh, what's up?
Hey, I don't want to interrupt this. Nothing. Good evening, Sandman.
Yeah, good evening. Not bad.
I'll be back on the side. I hear everybody.
Yeah, you got a good spot, too.
I hear you, Bill. Hello.
Good evening.
Spitfire, 441, Operator Pete. It's been a while since we spoke, but I have spoke with you before. I believe you're up in Long Swamp, right?
Kutztown.
Kutztown. Didn't you used to be in Long Swamp?
No.
I don't know why I got that in my head, but all right, it's still the same sort of neighborhood. Anyway, sounding good down here tonight, Bill. Loud and clear.
Thank you. You sound good too. So does everybody else. I got a good copy on everybody tonight. There.
I think that's the Rooster. Is that you?
No, it's not Rooster. I was listening on Rooster's live Facebook feed, and I figured, real quick, I just jump on out and say hi to Liam McNally and everybody else on the Classic Radio Roundup 27115.
Oh, it's the Bassmaster. Sorry about that. You kind of sounded like Rooster there real quick. Yep, you ran McNally radio station right back at you.
Yeah, Florida. I heard you saying somebody was down in Maryland. I heard them on Joker's video. I don't know if I can make the trip down there, but anyway, that's besides the point. I didn't come out here to be selfish and try to see if I can make a trip anywhere in this Filipino scrap box here in this Chevy pickup truck. But just want to wave a hand at you guys there, Temper.
Yeah, well, he's in here. Let me see if he hears you at all. How about it there, 507? Can you hear the Bassmaster and his mobile?
Oh, yeah, Bassmaster's making it down here just north of the Maryland border. No problem at all. So is everybody. There hasn't been anybody who was on that I didn't hear just fine. 507.
Yeah, 400, 507. Yeah, you're making it up here to Red Hill, man. Pretty good. You got about 2 pounds on you. Nice loud audio. I'm in the top side of Montgomery County, almost by the Lehigh County line there, Ryder.
Yeah, it's a really good haul, and you're doing a really good job. So whatever you got going on there, put some nail polish on the slugs.
Yeah, 400. Now I'm just running a little bit of help in the truck. Nothing super crazy there. I got a decent radio there, old school. Nothing much, man. Just trying to do what I do with what I got there, Temper.
Doing the best with what you got to work with. Same thing here, working an old 1957 Johnson rig.
Yeah, 400. All right, man. I was just curious if I can make it down that far sitting out here in my Chevy pickup truck. But I didn't want to be selfish. I know everybody else is out there trying to check in and talk and all that stuff. But take care, my friend down there around Maryland, Bassmaster. Dave Meade, Motor Car, Red Hill, Montgomery County. The northwest corner of Montgomery County, as I like to say to my friend there, Spitfire. Tell her.
Roger, right on. Nice to make your acquaintance. I'll be in here 507. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, that's right. Northwest corner of Montgomery County. But it is almost to the Lehigh County line. Hey, let's see if you can make it the other direction there, Bassmaster. Over to Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Old Bill's in there. I don't know what Bill's numbers are. 6 something. Oh yeah, I hear Dorney Park, and then there's another check-in, the Bite Buster.
Yeah, I hear Bite Buster all the time.
What's up, Bite Buster? Waving this from Pennsylvania, from Dublin.
All right, I hear you, and I hear the Bassmaster as well. All right, just let you know that I'm in. Hey, Spitfire, are you above 400 elevation?
My antenna is for sure. My antenna is around 500 feet.
Oh, roger on that. That's why you're hearing more than I can.
I'm at 400 feet above sea level, and my antenna is 100 feet above the ground.
Yeah, roger. I'm 370 and another 30. I'm maybe 410 to the top to my antenna. Does that sound pretty good to you? Sounds good over here.
Oh yeah, you sound just fine. No problem at all.
Good grief.
Oh, there he is. I thought he was going to be a no-show. No work?
Oh, I got work, but it's East Coast tonight, so.
Aha, so you can hang out and then go to work.
Exactly.
Well, that's a good deal. Well, we got a big crowd in here tonight already. A lot of people all over the place, and everybody's just about hearing everybody.
So what are you running there?
Pearce, Simpson, Super Lynx.
Okay.
What's the matter? You don't like it?
That's just different. That's not that I don't like it.
Well, I got to run my super sidekick on it because my Silver Eagle D104 or something happened to it. It died. All it does is go brrrr.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks eggs.
You still have fix that garage door opener yet, Pete?
Say again?
You still have fix that garage door opener, that D104 that one night a few months ago?
I'm not making a connection between a D104 and a garage door opener.
Man, when that mic failed on you on that one roundup, it sounded like a garage door opener going off.
Yeah, I don't know if that was it or not. It might have been, but yeah, my Silver Eagle, it's got an issue. I haven't really had a chance to look into it.
Yeah, I was just joking with you.
But it does sound like that. Brrr.
That sucks when your primary microphone goes down.
Yeah, I got another D104 here, plain gray base, but I got to change the plug on it. I'll have a 4-pin plug on it. And then the other D104 with the 4-pin plug on it is wired for the DYY, which ain't the same as the Cobras.
It's got that processor board in it too, right?
Yeah, which doesn't seem to sound that great on CB radios. But it works great with the Barker and Williamson, so it works out on those two, and I'm fine with that.
I'm just curious why we're gonna have to revisit that. Why it didn't sound good on whatever radio it was you had it on.
Well, it did once, but then it didn't on sideband. I only made it work on that Regency, and I think it worked all right on AM, but it didn't work on sideband. And then I went later on and listened to myself on AM and thought it sounded like doo-doo.
Yeah, we'll have to play in that sandbox again.
Yeah, that's for another time. We don't need to tie it up now with that.
No.
The 507's in there with a 5-element Yagi, and Billy the Kid's in there with his setup, and I'm hearing them both, and they're hearing each other at 70 miles.
Amazing. Wow.
Break.
Evening, Bagger.
There he is.
Only took me 3.5 years.
Well, better late than never, they say.
I got a 3-to-1 SWR, so I'm limping along here on one leg.
That's what they make antenna tuners for.
Well, yeah, that's what they make old transmitters for, too.
Yeah, old transmitters have built-in tuners.
That's true.
Mine doesn't. Hey, Dave, your signal's coming up a bit.
Yeah, Billy, it's ridiculous. This is just great.
Anyone out here come in?
Yeah, stand by, Breaker. There's a conversation.
But I can't tell if the negative cycle is like going a little bit I don't know. It seems like it's me. I don't know. It's right there.
It's CB. Leave it alone. It's fine.
They call me 631.
Can you hear 631, Bagger?
I hear Billy and I hear Dave. I thought I heard 631. I think. Yeah.
Well, 631 is Billy. So where's your antenna pointed at that you're hearing both of them?
It's pointed in its usual easterly direction. I'm surprised I'm hearing Dave as well as I am. If I threw the antenna down his way, I'm sure I'd hear him even better. Is he horizontal or is he vertical?
5 elements vertical.
Awesome.
Now,
It's an element. I didn't get done with it yet.
yeah, he's got one more element to put on. That's as far as he got today.
Awesome.
And the boom looks like an old May West right now. I gotta tighten up all the truss stuff out there. So a lot of tuning and finesse to come.
Kind of looks like a 6-element moonraker. The only difference is it doesn't have the quad reflector.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the stupid spacing that a moonraker has. This is space for forward gain.
Wait a minute, where's that guy at?
That guy is a couple miles north of the Maryland border inside Pennsylvania.
Wait, is that the guy that was down at Peach Bottom, or no?
No, he's in London Grove.
London Grove?
That's what the man said.
Nobody ever heard of it. That's the way I like it.
Yeah, so it's easier just to say 36.5 miles almost due south of the Spitfire radio location station.
That's all the way down there on 1 by, I guess, New London. Okay, 10-4.
Can you hear him then, Greenie?
Yeah, I hear him really good. Yeah, you sounded really nice.
Thank you. You're doing fine here. No problem.
That's awesome, man. That really helped me out a little bit. I'm working on my ground today, although I don't have anything grounded by my Yaesu yet. My radio's still buzzing. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I'm trying to figure out how to hook something up somewhere to get a good ground.
Well, it sounds no buzz here. I don't hear any hum, so maybe only the guys you're really close to hear it.
No, there's no hum. It's not going out over the air.
Yeah, I really think it's AC. It has something to do with AC. And I was messing around with the grounds that, the bonded grounds that is coming off of the panel in the house. And I think I got to clean them up. But should I shut the power off to the house before I start messing with the grounds?
Only if you've got a bad wiring situation.
Yeah, well, it's certainly would hedge your bet in the safety department. OSHA would be proud.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder because there's switches here that I don't know what the heck they do. 4 or 5 years being in here, going on 5 years now, and there's like a couple switches that we have no idea what they do. Well, you'll find out if you disconnect them. Breaker.
And there's the Joker.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, Joker. Hey, Joker.
Hey, Joker. Classic Radio Roundup.
Good evening, around the bend.
Hello, Joker.
Good evening. Evening to you, Joker. Good evening. That's, now I forget. Hello, Joker. 327 up the Southwest. Roger that, 327. Hi, with that new channel, I'm out here for my few minutes. I just wanted to say hi, leave a hand, Joker. Mr. K in there, Pipe Buster, Ram McNally. Everybody take care until we do it again. You know what it is, Bassmaster Mobile Red Hill we got now.
Oh no, a down getter.
Yeah, all right there, Bassmaster. Good hearing from you there, buddy. Take care. Sounding loud and proud as always. Your Rand McNally Volcano Transmitter Station.
old man is gone.
See you later, Mr. Bill.
Take care, everybody out there. You're all sounding good. Like I said, it's past my bedtime. I'm usually gone by the time you guys get on. Have a good one and a safe one. I'm out. Hello, Mr. Bill. Good night, Mr. Bill. Night train waving. I'm sorry that you're leaving as soon as I get in here. What you say there, night train? Cool, I give you one. Okay, train. And Sandman, everybody, take care. Catch, Bill. Bye. Mr. Night Train Breaker. Yes, sir. Night train signing on. Come on. I want to send you a link to an auction site I think you might be interested in. You can send it, but I don't think I don't need another piece of equipment, Breaker. It might send you into you might start drooling. If I send you this link, I think you're gonna start drooling. But the problem is, I don't want to be outbidden by you. I don't think you'll have to worry about it because I'm piled up over here. I hope you ain't talking about two Willies lot. No, sir, not at all. I'm talking about multiple Brownings, multiple D104s. What is it? I'm not too familiar with the Brownings, but there's a sale going on, and there's multiples of them. All right, go ahead and send the link just in case. It might be something better than something that I have here, and I can get rid of mine. Oh, you're not too... All right, yeah, all right. Let me get on that for you. But I think... All right, yeah.
Night train.
Come on, Pete.
I don't know how long you've been listening. Just for your information, 507 is in here.
507's in here?
Yeah, 507 is Night Train. Man, I just heard that guy twist your arm.
He twisted it. It didn't take too much, did it, 507?
Yeah, you picture it like a clean enough to eat off of Browning, and the ping sounds just right, like it's not worn out.
Well, I actually have a mint condition Browning. It was new in the box. No need me looking at any more Brownings, but there may be a Challenger or something like that I might get rid of mine for. Come on.
Well, I get the whole notion of it. I'm cured, man, because I did estate sales for a while. I'm completely cured, but you enjoy.
So what you doing coming down here so easily? You put up an antenna?
Yeah, I put vertical elements on my Yagi boot that was already in the backyard. So it's got room for 6, but I only had time to put up 5. And I didn't really get it tuned really well. So my SWR is 3-to-1.
Well, I only have like a 10/9 on you, that's all.
That's it. All right, well, I think I could do better than that. But we'll see.
I think you're doing well, man. I'm glad you're in there.
You running just the exciter?
No.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I'm running my nickel.
Is that the one that's just as big as a tape drive?
Yeah, I can't put my A stuff on here, man. There's a number of reasons why, but with 3-to-1, that's just not going to happen. You're coming in really well here, too, so I guess it's all in the antenna.
Well, it's looking good, and it's sounding good.
Thank you, sir.
We all know it's all about the antenna.
That's right.
Hear me, 631.
That's right. Actually, I never raised my antenna back up from those winds the other day.
There's another station trying to get up on your antenna there, Night Train. He goes by 631, Billy the Kid.
Where are you, Billy the Kid?
Yeah, Night Train, can you hear me? I'm over here in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, 631.
10 Roger there, 631. Yes, I do hear you. I did have some bleed over earlier, so I probably missed you. Somebody's down on an adjacent channel. 631, night train base station, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Got you. Come on.
Oh man, yeah, I got you on the fringe, but as long as no DX keys up, I can hear you. But they started keying up when you were talking.
All right, Billy the Kid, I'll put a little bit more in there for you. That should help it. That should make it much better. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Did that make it much better for you, Billy the Kid?
Yeah, man, now you're coming in nice and comfortable, chopping it up. I hear like the boop underneath you, but I hear you fine now.
Roger that on the boob underneath me. That's other people. But anyhow, top of the evening to you, Billy the Kid, night train.
Yeah, man, just wanted to see if I could reach out and get into that antenna. I'm using a 5/8 vertical over here in Jersey, so... All right, good stuff, dude. 631.
Good evening, Channel 13. Oh, JR came on aboard.
Hello, old JR. Well, hold on a second. Hey, Billy, what are you using for an exciter tonight?
I'm using the Johnson Viking 2 tonight. And, yo, JR, what's up?
Good evening there, Billy. Sounding good in my neighborhood, my friend. You're doing your thing, right?
Yeah, man. With the 1950s technology, that's two of us on frequency tonight running 50s stuff.
If I'd have known that, I'd have got my 50s stuff on the air tonight. I didn't know this was going to happen.
Well, you still got time.
Crap.
I got the equation after it, too, now. I'm trying something out over here, Pete.
Yeah, I got a 1952 transmitter with a 1954 receiver. I didn't know it was 1950s night on 11 meters.
It's not 1950s night.
That's right. I wouldn't be on here.
Yep.
I wouldn't be here. Earliest night I was maybe 64. Yeah, I think I have a 63. That'd be about as good as it gets.
Man, what an old radio pile up here.
Yeah, it's busy. I like busy classic radio roundup. It's not boring.
Oh, is that Dave I hear in there?
Yeah. How do you like me now, Jim?
Oh, man, you sound like you're my neighbor, brother.
I am.
I know, yeah, you are now. Hey, congratulations. It sounding good. You got it all together.
Thank you, sir. You're big in here, too. I also heard Chucky.
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, hello, Chuck.
Good evening.
The only guy on medium wave tonight. Makes it here to the nosebleed section.
Hell, we need 160 meters when we can all be here. We gotta go a little bit faster on the keying, though. You guys are keying too slowly. Hello there, Chuck.
Hello there, Train. It's been a while since we've spoken.
I heard your voice, man. It's been a long, long time. The melodic voice of Chuck.
You're running a Draco 7 up here at 3 kilohertz. Voice peaks about 600 watts.
Wow, everybody's coming in with these big old giant radios and stuff. Bagger, what am I going to do?
You're going to get a bigger antenna.
You'll have your big radio before too long.
Red Bagger.
All 100 pounds of it.
Chuck, by the way, thank you for that, man. I'm working on it. Pete's trying to get me together, and I got a spot for it. 10-4.
Yeah, we did a tuner swap on Sunday, and I gave him a second faceplate. It's a little better than the first one, but still.
Yeah, he was telling me all about it. He's been keeping me posted.
So the driver to in that transmitter is the fine one, probably the rig you're using.
What is the driver to?
I forget.
5763.
Yeah, I knew Dave would know.
Oh, crap, Dave.
Dave, you sounded even better now. What'd you do? You changed something?
I'm just talking into the mic.
All right. I'm coming up there better now, I guess.
Oh, man, stuff's starting. The band is changing.
Billy the Kid made me pump it up a little.
Yeah, you're a little fuzzy around the edges, but, yeah.
to me?
Yeah.
All right, because I pumped it up, Bagger.
I would think so. That's what it is. It sounds a little bit like overdrive.
All right, hold up. Let me dip it a little.
Well, we don't want to mention Goofy.
Red Baron is standing by.
Hello, Red Baron. Checking into the Classic Radio Roundup. Spitfire right back at you. Open the door.
Hey, Spitfire, how you doing? You'll be able to hear me a little bit better about a week from now. That's for darn sure. Got some new equipment coming in. Just checking into the radio roundup and throw my hat in the ring.
Well, glad to have you checking in there, Red Baron. Always good to hear from you. We got a lot of them in here tonight, so it's a little tough to get the door open sometimes, but I got you in there. Thanks for checking in.
All right, gentlemen, have a pleasant evening. I'll be on the standby.
Catch you later, Red Baron. Good to hear you pop in there. Old JR said that. Dave, what's my azimuth heading for Billy? Ooh, that was a double. Dave, what's my azimuth setting for Billy?
I'm thinking maybe 2830.
Because I couldn't hear him on the quad, but I can hear him on the IMAX 2000.
Yeah, he's vertically polarized.
Yeah, he's S8.
Billy's S8 there on your stick?
Yeah.
That's silly, Billy. Hear that?
Hello, audio.
Oh my God! Wait, who are you talking to? Because I can hear them, but they're low here.
That's Chuck. That's XU Chuck.
The famous Chuck. There's only one.
No way! Hey Chuck, what's going on?
I hear you,
Well, I don't know how well you two are hearing each other because you just doubled with each other, but you both claim you're hearing each other, so I don't know how that happened. But go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, Bill, you're S8 to be on the peaks here, but yeah, I hear you.
I got 16, not much signal on you, Chuck, but I hear you in there. I hear you talking. It's rough. It's with the noise. It's crazy.
Yeah, I hear you.
I gotta turn my noise blinker off when Chuck talks.
Ouch.
All right, Bagger, check me real quick. See if I'm still goofy.
What are you using for a mic?
No, I'm using a handheld. But I could put a D104, but let me know if she's driving hard.
Still sounds a little fuzzy. And I guess because you're using a handheld mic, it sounds kind of boofy.
All right, hold on. Let's switch to the D104.
There's that word. Goofy. What a nice trade.
That's one thing that Night Train does not ever want to be called. That's like the worst anti-word you could use, curse word even, calling them boofy.
Call himself that. It's okay. Boofy, baby.
Nobody wants to be boofy on Channel 13.
Somebody's got a scribble. Is that you, Trey?
No, that's not me. Come back. Let me know if I'm goofy still.
Nah, you've lost the boofy.
Breaker? All right, we got a breaker. Go on, breaker.
Howdy, everybody. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Classic Radio Roundup.
Hello, Stinger. Spitfire right at you.
10-4, 10-4. And the goose. The goose is in here. He's in the co-pilot.
Hello there, Goose Train.
Hello there, Train. Good evening this time, everybody.
Good evening, Goose. Good evening, 1, 2, 3.
And just for general welfare information, Renegade has checked in, and he's probably listening.
Where's Wayne?
Wayne, good evening.
I'm right here. I'm listening. Hi, JR. Hi, 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Hello there, Wayne. And hello, JR. I didn't get a chance, JR. It's been so busy, but I heard you.
Oh, I said hello. I said goofy. That's about as close as I came to it tonight. It's busy.
And hello, Skyrider. I heard you too. Hey, Bill.
Bagger, when was the last time you had your Utopia on the air?
How do I sound? I'm your Tony Fox, Buster.
Hello, Bike Buster. We got you too. I'm on my Utopia tonight. That's what I'm on there, Chuck.
Oh, I didn't know. When did you pick one of those up then?
It's been here for quite some time now. This is probably my 5th or 6th one. I always have trouble with them.
I should put mine on then.
I thought you did.
I'm running the Cobra 139.
Oh, that's right. How's this thing sounding down there, Chuck?
Spectacular. Did you do some work to it?
Yeah, just all new capacitors. Rebuilt. I didn't do it. I had the boards and everything recapped. Pull them out, recap the power supply, replace the diodes, the whole 9 yards, and then I soldered the little connections on the bottom. You know how they come loose.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good evening, Train. Barely can get in here. Wow.
I know. Don't get mad, Skyrider. It's rough.
Yeah, it's rough tonight. So, I'm gonna step back again and just wanted to wave a hand to all the newcomers.
I like a busy night on Classic Radio Roundup. That means Classic Radio Roundup's still popular and everybody wants to be heard.
Good evening, Skyrider.
Train, does that have mixing crystals or individual crystals for the channel?
I don't know. I think Bagger would be able to answer that a whole lot better.
What's that?
Have mixing crystals or individual crystals?
Why, you want to put extra channels in?
I'm just talking about the radio.
Yeah, I just switched radios. Now I've got my Utopia on.
Thing sounds like $1 million.
Yeah, I like this radio.
I like it too, but mine cuts out whenever it decides to.
I saw one of those at a Hamfest. Man, that thing was beaten up and ridden hard and put away wet, and the guy wanted stupid money for it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They want stupid money for any of these things. If you look at eBay, Christ, even realistic TRC 30As are going for stupid money. They're being asked for, I should say, they're being asked for stupid money. Whether or not they're actually getting it, that's a whole nother story.
Chances are they're not getting it, but they're trying to get over top of the eBay fees, which is like, 15% minimum.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's almost like the government.
Uh-oh. We don't want the taxi skidding off the cliff here.
Yeah, don't let it slide.
I only made a statement. It's up to y'all to carry it forward or not.
Yeah, you open the door, man, and when you open the door, you never know what kind of riffraff's going to come in.
He struck a match.
Chuck's gonna leave.
So, Pete, no boofy? No more boofy?
No, it's not at all boofy. And yeah, I'll like the match. It's up to you to put it to the Molotov cocktail or not. Go ahead, Billy. I'll open the door for you.
Oh, no, I was just chiming in.
Yeah. When you're further out, you got to time your chime, or it gets lost in the middle. But no problem. All right, just checking with you.
Yeah, I can't stay in here too much longer. I'm gonna have to jet pretty soon.
Yeah. See, now if you were on medium wave radio tonight and it informed me that it was going to be 1950s transmitter night, I could have put mine on. But I'm already set up now. I ain't changing.
Well, I was on there for like over an hour. I was just hanging out, calling, nobody was there.
I swear we must have missed each other by a minute, because I was in there at 6:45 and started making noise, and nobody was there.
It would have been easier, too, because I tuned everything up and moved everything down there. Like, I'm using the same stuff, and then changed it all over. And, I could have just left it here.
Break 631.
I think there's another breaker in there.
631, can you hear me tonight?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay, I'm directed the other way. I can hear you just a tiny bit, but okay, just checking.
Yeah, man, waving a hand. Hey, Pete,
Hey, Bill.
can I try my Super Trucker Echo?
You might get yourself 2 or 3 demerits by doing it, but you can if you don't mind, you can. But somebody's gonna make a comment about it. But go ahead.
Brief intermittent use is fine. It's just the guys that use it constantly, that's annoying.
631 around Montana Mountain.
All right. Well, we had a ruling on that there, 631. We just had a ruling that intermittent use of Echo is okay. Constant use will get you a demerit.
That's right.
Yeah, it's just for special occasions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Special occasions or appropriate timing of comments necessary that need to be enhanced. 10-4.
Good thing Freebird's not hearing that.
Yeah, man. And the downgetters, they'll come in and work it over.
I can't even remember how to hook up an Echo.
I think Echo mics are 1 demerit, but if you come in with a Roger beep, that's 2 demerits.
You know what's cool about my Echo though? It's not analog at all. It's in and out. It's AES 96K 24-bit.
And if you have a multiple Roger beep and an Echo, you get banished to channel 6 forever.
Hey. I bought an Echo at a swap meet, brand new in the box. It had a spring in it.
Oh, wow, that's an ancient piece of equipment.
Those are the good ones.
The old Tweety Bird Echo? I remember when I used to go boing.
JR want to go Echo now.
But Browning tings are always accepted because they're classic.
I tell you what, I'd love to put a switch in my Browning Mark IV to get that ping out of there now. Isn't that interesting? I'm the one that put it in.
You can turn the squelch up a little, just to null the noise, and that'll take it out.
Yeah, that'll also take out the low end of my receive, all the little small signals.
Not if you put it right on the fringe. It's got good tube radio squelch circuit. You can put it right on that fringe.
That's right.
Prices, yo.
Did Red Baron leave?
Yeah, he said he'd be back in a week or two with a better radio.
He had trouble getting in?
Well, I don't think so.
There's another break.
Go Breaker.
Breaker, just checking in the radio roundup.
That you, Rooster?
You knew it was me, huh?
Yeah, you sound different, but I somehow knew it was you.
Yeah, he sounds like he's on a stock mic.
It's T-Berry T-Control. It's soft mic.
T-Berry T control with a stock mic. Yep. Yeah, once the door got open, I knew it was you, but I'm like, he's on a stock mic.
How's this radio sound?
That sounds like a stock mic, but it's clear and it's understandable. It's not quiet, so it's working.
It's not goofy.
I know, I'll never figure out how Train realized it was you. I talked to you earlier tonight, and I had no idea it was you. You can tell it's a classic. I can tell by the bigger.
Yeah, that's it, right there.
Yeah, that's like that number 7 kind of breaker.
Sounds like you're talking through an old telephone circuit.
But it has plenty of audio behind it. You're good.
Yeah, there's enough audio, but there's no bandwidth to that audio.
No, there ain't much swing to it, I'll tell you that.
You're making my S meter swing.
And you're not goofy.
Well, I'm running it through the Messenger V4.
It's working. Before what?
Until.
That's an amplifier.
I got it, but he said Messenger B4. I said, what's a B4?
E4.
B4 is antenna. The one after.
V4.
Bingo.
The V4. For Roger. Tank my battleship.
Yeah, B4, bingo.
Hey, Joker. there's no V's in Battleship. Good evening there, Train. Good evening there, Mr. Joker. Hello, Joker. Good evening, everyone.
Bagger, I think I got it together now.
Well, that's a good thing.
I shouldn't get happy, though.
No, because if you get happy, something will break.
You better believe it.
Just be cautiously optimistic.
Hey, Chuck,
Yes.
did you ever get your questions answered about whether they mixing crystals in this radio or is it individuals?
All right. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
This is a PLL radio.
Is it really?
Yes. Very, very old style PLL with many little logic chips, but it is PLL.
Oh, okay, very good. I didn't know that.
Well, I just tuned mine in so it's more on frequency. I went to another channel and kind of dialed it in a little better.
What's the vintage on that? Early 70s?
What?
What's the vintage?
When the radio came out, it first came out, I think it's 73 or 74.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is a 23 channel. It's a tube final, but the rest of it is solid state.
This is probably one of the most unique radios out here. I've never seen another copy of it. This is it, man.
73, 74. I don't think there was very many PLL radios on the market.
I don't think there were very many at all. This may be the first one.
Have a great day.
You have a great day too. Yeah, it was. It's also direct coupling to give you an idea. Direct coupling, if you know what that is.
The audio amp is, yeah.
Just the audio amp is direct coupled.
Yeah, the audio amp is direct coupled, and they use a lot of Darlington transistors in here too. So they may be unobtainium. I don't know. They're odd numbers. Hopefully, I could still get replacements should that ever need to be had.
I hope not. JR, this is one of the classics of all classics.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Oh, sounds good. It really does. Yeah, you would like it. You know, you got to come up. I should. Forget about it. You know what you sound like.
No, not on this one, but then again, it has been train approved, and I didn't make any changes, except I was trying the stock mic for it, and I was declared goofy, and you know, I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, that word just came to my mind as soon as I heard him. He started picking. I said, okay, here it goes. I'm going to let loose with it.
Goofy, baby.
Goofy, baby.
Yeah, this radio's got a lot of low end. Stock mics don't match up too well. At least not dynamic stock mics. They tend to be boofy.
So I backed off on the mic gain so that the D104 could go in without overdriving.
Yeah. Well, it's working really well right now.
All right, so Dave, pitch in, man.
I thought I might have been hearing things. I think he signed off.
He came in here and say he was signing out, but double with somebody. So I don't think you guys heard him.
Oh, did he sign off?
Yeah, he's going out. He's on a new job tomorrow. New to him, so he's going to get plenty of sleep. He's got to get up probably like 4.
Roger that. Appreciate the fun. Skyrider, come on in, man. Don't be mad.
Don't be mad, be glad.
Yeah, you got to take those gaps when they're there and hit the key.
Is that Pete playing with his receive again?
No, that's not me.
I thought it was. I thought you were doing that funny thing again.
Nope, not me. Not guilty.
Has your receive been hanging in there?
It floats up and floats down.
Oh, it's floating now.
Yeah, it floats up and floats down. Yep. Yeah, it's not right.
It's floating. It's a floater.
It only floats a couple of S units. It doesn't really change anything. That was a double, so I don't know who said what.
Yeah, Freebird jumping on in there. What you guys doing tonight?
Hello there, Freebird. Welcome to Classic Radio Roundup Train.
Hello, Freebird. Spitfire.
Hello there, Freebird. Rooster.
Good evening there, Freebird. J.R. Hey, evening there, Freebird.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Yeah. JR.
Hello.
Now we're on the console 2.
Oh, I can tell. That sounds way better.
Put a D104 in a T-berry and it'll sound fine.
10-4. Hey, I'll wake up any radio.
That's right.
D104. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they hadn't been popular for near 100 years for no reason at all.
One of the best microphones on the market.
And a Turner Plus 2. I'm sure Static didn't have CBers in mind when they first invented the microphone, though.
Well, when they first invented it, there was no such thing as CB.
Seen them on one.
Yeah, CB radio didn't come along till some 20, 30 years after they invented the microphone.
Well, that's true.
All right, so I guess they were probably using it for ham radios and broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
The DIY board really wakes that thing up.
Yeah, the DIY board does wake it up. Makes it sound really good on my B&W.
Is that what you're on tonight, Pete?
No, I'm on my Pearce Simpson Super Lynx.
All right. What are you on, Chuck? An Apache Labs Anon. You sound kind of goofy, Chuck. Oh, I do? Okay. Yeah, take some of your bass out. I can do that.
Oh, yeah, he's on one of them software, computer-defined things where he can adjust everything that he wants to adjust. And then even more.
Right, I took some of the bass out.
That's how you get yourself in trouble.
That sounds really good, Chuck, while I'm here.
Shit, I need me one of them radios.
Yeah, woke it up a little bit.
I get a little more highs also. Yeah, a little high so we can get your S's and your T's. Got your eyes. JR, you used to be 60, now you're down to 50. I know, I'm getting weaker and weaker. I'll be gone. Yeah, first you were 60 over. Now you're only 50 over.
Probably got to wiggle your tube.
Hey, you gotta wiggle your tube.
Yeah, dirty tube sockets. Get some deoxit and clean them sockets.
Yes, we're on the microphone topic. I got my roast double here. Let me know if it comes in any better if I turn it up.
It's already plenty loud like it is there, Freebird.
Yeah, you're not going to want to turn it up any more than it is.
Yeah, you're already rocking my windows.
Roger that, I will leave it be.
Heard the difference, Chuck. It's good.
Oh, very good, yeah. I thought Dave was gone.
No, Billy's on 631, Billy up there in Phillipsburg. I was checking out. I was just telling you that.
Yeah, you got confused.
I did. I wanted to know how I was sounding out there at Dave's place with this, the modulation.
Well, he's in there. I'm sure he'll tell you.
It sounds good.
You're 10 over 9 transmitting here.
Helper, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
So that's a high gain Utopia and a helper, right?
Oh yeah, we got a little bit of help because of Billy the Kid, but I can take that out of there.
Yeah, because when you first came on, it sounded better. Let me see.
Well, we all need a little help now and then.
Yeah, mother's little helper.
Just a wee bit.
It'll help before you end up in the back of the bus.
Licking the windows.
Eating crayons. Hey man, don't bust on me for eating crayons. I like those Crayolas, temporary.
I guess they weren't too big. You're still ticking.
Man, did the skip land noise just pick up, or did I get my receive back?
Sound a little bit better.
Yes.
You're calling Billy.
Yeah, I guess you got your receive back.
Whatever's going on, you're just pumping it up, and it's up against the wall.
Back it up, Buzz. Roger that.
Nah, it sounds like skip land's picking up. Oh no. Yeah, Dave, you popped up a little bit there too.
Yeah, I'm noticing that you're louder than you were. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Airplane scatter.
I don't know, man. Vertically polarized, you don't get much of that.
And they got like 39 other channels they can play around on.
Yeah, and then they got to pick the channel right next door.
Oh, it's on purpose, you know.
Give me up.
Hello there, Bite Buster. I've been trying to get through to you, man. I heard you in there.
Yeah, too much quick keying, man.
I think Skyrider probably got mad at the quick keying.
Well, you got to kind of quick key when there's a whole lot of you in here, you know. Take the window and walk in.
Yeah, crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, the old Skyrider, he's a talker, man. How long ago did you guys hear from him?
He tried to get in there a few minutes ago, but it seemed like he got frustrated and left us.
Well, let's open the door for him. How about it, Skyrider?
No, you're too late, Pete.
You can't be shy on a busy Classic Radio Wednesday. If it's crowded, you can't be shy. If you double, well, so be it. But if you see a crack in the door, you got to put your foot in it.
Yeah, put your big girl panties on and just jump in.
Rubbing's racing.
Caught. How about that, Skyrider? You got yours on.
What'd you say, Joker? Rubbing is racing?
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, I was talking.
No crying in baseball.
And all the time, it's no big.
Yeah, there's no crying on Classic Radio Roundup either.
Nope.
If you want to be heard, you got to put your antenna up higher or add more watts.
Yeah, like I said earlier, mine's down low where I put it in when we got storms. I haven't even raced it yet. Oh man, there was an opening right there. I figured I'd jump in and take it.
Man, I am getting buckshotted the snot out of this receiver. Holy cow.
That's because that's one of them old Uniden 23 channel chassis or bleed boxes.
You're done.
Yeah, it works great until somebody buckshots the snot out of me.
Now, who would do something like that?
I think it's channel 11. I think it's the Spanish toilet bowl.
I'm not getting none of that, fortunately.
Or the JV toilet bowl on 11.
They'll bleed over.
Oh, the JV toilet bowl. That's 11.
Whatever it is, it just sounds terrible coming through. Well, you can check it out on the gate. It's horrible.
Yeah, what the heck's the skip doing coming in now? Sun's down, man. Get out of here.
Raising them from the dead. Raising them from the dead.
It's fairly quiet today, for the most part.
This band is strange with Skip. You know, like it doesn't do what normal F-layer propagation you think should do at the right times.
No. It defies logic.
Better logic than gravity.
The motor mouth mall is down the band.
You guys ever here on 13 earlier on today?
It's on 27085.
Oh, you got your band scope there. You can check it out that way, or what?
Yeah, I saw a signal tuned down there. It's motor mouth mall out of Arizona.
Yeah, and you can see the buckshot splatter through the frequencies, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, them wide ass buckshotty signals taking up 40, 50, 60 kilohertz.
Yeah, spread them coils.
But it's more watts. The meter says.
It's pretty bad.
Spread them coils. Cut them parts. Yeah. Billy Bob's coil bending kit on sale now.
I'm jumping in again. Got an opening.
Yeah, somebody keep talking. Clean up that buckshot so I don't have to hear it.
Time to turn all those preamps off and roll the RF gain back.
Not turning off my preamp, and I don't have an RF gain.
You run preamps, Pete?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, you need to turn them off now, I guess.
Yeah, normally it's beneficial. Yeah, right now it's probably not very.
No, you're bringing in crap you don't want to hear.
Yeah, but then I won't hear the crap I do want to hear.
Oh, I don't know about that. You got that antenna high enough in the air. You're hearing stuff.
Oh, I'm still hearing Bucky bleed over, even with the preamp off.
Maybe you should pay him a visit.
Maybe you ought to crank your tree down.
I can go out there, untie the rope, and lower the antenna.
Oh, no.
You can't do that.
I don't think that's going to help this situation.
Nah, probably not.
Well, there he gave us a break.
God, that's terrible. I mean, I can deal with real live, regular adjacent channel, but that buckshot nonsense, that makes me nuts. I hate it.
You're talking about that right there, right?
Yeah.
It's nasty. Nonsense.
I'm not hearing a whole lot of it. Must be at the back of the beam.
Actually, I'm not either, Dave. I was listening, but not getting anything.
Chuck said it was Motor Mouth Mall in Arizona on 08.
Motormouth Mall. He doesn't splatter. He's got good processed audio and everything.
Just telling you what the man with the Anon SDR receiver said.
Well, I hear a little bit when you guys ain't talking, but it ain't overriding none of you.
No, it ain't overriding nobody, but when nobody's talking, it just sounds terrible. So everybody's got to keep talking, so I don't have to hear it.
I just went down to 6, and somebody down there is killing me. You might have to use your squelch there, Petey.
No, that's not going to happen pretty much ever, because it'll just wind up opening my squelch anyway, and then just really make me even more crazy.
And that'll knock Bite Buster right out of there.
Well, if Bite Buster was in here now, that nonsense would be covering him up anyhow.
He was in here. He was trying to get through.
No, I know. I've talked to him. I heard him in there plenty. But I won't hear him now, not through all that buckshot.
Tell about that Skyrider. Skyrider left.
He's probably down there on the toilet bowl trying to get hurt.
Skyrider
Ryder is not a toilet bowl man.
Maybe he went up to 10 meters and working DX now since the band's open.
Yeah.
We'll carry on with Classic Radio Roundup. I need to refill the adult beverage. Take a break from splatter. Good grief. County, what?
Yeah, radio. Roger that. Freebird, you could turn the Mars down a little. You're the loudest thing. All right, I'll give it a whirl. Doing it right now. Is that any better? I didn't hear no difference. Hey, stick in root double microphone. Oh, is that what that is? Yeah, every now and again, those are the ones. Where's the controls on that? Is it on the mic or is it on the front of the radio? It does actually have a control on the mic itself. I'm actually backing my mouth away from it right now. Is that any better? Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little better. All depends on when we're talking, because it varies here and there. Sometimes it's I gotta put my mouth to it, and other times it's back off. That's like sometimes you eat the mic, and sometimes the mic eats you. Yep, roger that. Yep, it's always a continuous little game you gotta play. But hey, as long as we all communicate and not annoy the shit out of each other, that's a good thing. We're here. And why not? How about night train? Does this make any difference right here? Yeah. It seems alright. It seems a little clear. It's all good, man. There it is. Yeah, it is. Got quieter. I still hear that buckshot. You hear a buckshot, are you? Yes, sir. Still hear it. I'm not hearing it. Guess the beam is rejecting all that nonsense. I even went down to 6, but I don't even hear anybody down there. I got 5 noise level. I can't zero in on this whole. Them calls, they step out early. That's just during the day thing with them. Down the band for like 15 kilohertz. More than that. So, Dave, I guess you can't hear all of the guys in here. Some of them you can't hear, huh?
Got this guy in the ball dropper channel coming down here with like half scale on every S and T that he makes.
Yeah, that's basically what I was getting. Little chisel. You know, little drizzle, splatter. How about 1, 2, 3? Anybody got hear from him lately? Yeah, he was in there earlier. He hollered, and then they kept on going. The channel was really crowded. Freebird. That's 10-4. Thank you. They were down there in the Mobile. Yeah, definitely a little working out. A lot of noise coming in there at this point, so I'm not even sure I'm going to hear him if he did step in. I hear Spanish skip out there in the distance. Oh, no. Thought they were supposed to be going. They could still make it across the border with their radios. Yeah, we needed the Fort Spanish skip, too. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure how they got in the CB radio.
My goodness. I thought it was just drywall, siding, and, yeah, whatever else they get into anymore. I'm not even sure. I haven't been in residential construction for a while.
What'd you do? Mostly commercial work there, Freeberry?
That's what I've been doing for probably the last 10 years. I'm actually back into residential doing more mechanical stuff, like refrigerant, the coolers, and all that kind of thing. AC, heating, cooling, but a lot of like coolers and shit, just refrigerant stuff.
Roger that. Yeah, refrigerant.
Yeah, the guy I work with, we do a lot of readies, and they were back from there back a little bit ago. They came out of it. They got a whole shit ton of things to fix, and a lot of it's just refrigerant work. You got the coolers that have been shut down; they're not making any money off of them, and stuff like that.
Seems like things kind of calmed down here. It was hot and heavy. Now it's, I guess when Pete goes away to fill up his beverages, everybody else leaves too.
No, it just puts a little bit more space in between transmissions.
Something like that, anyway.
I think he's an instigator.
A dehydrated alligator? Really?
Who's that, JR?
There's still plenty of noise out there.
Let's check and see if Bite Buster's still there. Bite Buster, are you still hanging in there? I'd be feeling bad for Bite Buster. That's got to be frustrating.
Yeah.
I felt bad for Skyrider, too.
Yeah, he's having a hard time getting in here.
Yeah, I think he got angry.
He just, he don't get angry.
You don't get angry, you just get mad. Uh-oh, somebody decided to bleed.
Sounds like sideband. Wait, that's on Sunday.
I was going to tell Skyrider this is the first time I ever heard him was tonight.
Yeah, he tried, man, but it was hard for him to get in. He seemed like he lost it.
He's got one of those radios that don't like the TR too fast, Some of them don't.
Oh, no. I hear my neighbor killing me. He's playing
Who is that, JR?
Skyrider.
Must be mad at him.
Good grief.
Yeah, somebody's keying up there, and it's hitting real hard, and I can't understand them.
Yeah, I hear what sounds like sideband. Unless they're way off frequency, these utopias, people that are off frequency sound like sideband.
That's the way I hear it, Bagger.
It's not Sunday night.
Yeah, the filters are so sharp in these things that you can knock somebody's carrier out and basically create single sideband.
That's a good shape factor.
Definitely is noisy out there, I'll tell you what. Skip, I'm back on the Trinidad here. And, man, I'll tell you what. They're noisy.
So what were you on before that you didn't hear all of that?
I was on my 2995.
The Trinidad has better ears than the 95?
I think so, but it's, I did an alignment on it, and I kind of booted it up a bit.
What, the Trinidad or the 95?
No, Trinidad.
Now you hear the stuff I'm listening to. I heard 3 of them at once, but I didn't hear anybody.
My bad. Yeah, I was asking if anybody heard from Renegade lately.
Yeah, he's in here. Renegade, you still there? I'm sure he's listening. There is Skyrider. Skyrider, you back?
I'm still here. I just was sandbagging out. Hopefully it's going to get a little bit quieter. Then I'm maybe going to be quick enough on the, I'm a slow draw. Precise but slow.
Well, hello, Skyrider. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm not sure if you hear a little bit of difference here or not. I have no idea. So, just adjust my SWR a little bit.
You sounding good there, Skyrider. Freebird reaching out. How you doing, bud?
All right, Freebird. Yeah. I changed the mic out and did a little bit to the radio, but I'm not too happy with the radio here at the moment.
Skyrider sounds real nice.
Good from here. You're nice and clear. Mileage is good. You're good to go.
Yeah, but the swing is not there, what I like to see here. It should swing a little bit more.
To the right or the left?
Up.
Yeah, Skyrider sounds really nice. You're only about 50 over it up here.
It's working, driver.
That all he gives you? Oh man, but he would have nailed you. Well, this needle here goes to 60. Oh, that's right. It's warmed up now. Everybody goes down. I forgot.
Wait till you get on medium wave there, train. If they're not giving you 60 over, you could call them a mud duck.
Yeah, that's because the static flashes are 40 over.
Yeah, Drain, I don't know what's coming out of here. It doesn't look like what I was expecting here for tonight, but hey, I'm going to have to figure that out.
Well, it sounds real nice. I don't know what else you're looking for, but it sounds very nice. 10-4.
You got room to turn it up if you're using that D104. You got room to turn it up. Might give you more swing that you're looking for.
Further away.
Oh, I doubled with you. Sorry there, Skyrider. I was trying to. Are you using a D104 right now?
Yeah, I'm using a D104, and I'm pushing around 40 whiskeys on my MFJ.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got room where you could turn that up some. I mean, you're loud, but you're not as loud as everybody else. So if you turn it up a little, it might give you that swing you're looking for.
Yeah, roger that. I have to get my little screwdriver out.
Yeah. Just give it a little turn, not a lot. Just give it a little turn, and it might give you what you're looking for. You got room to go louder.
Swing is highly overrated.
You think?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to sell that on Channel 6.
Well, those guys are morons.
I'm just saying, they're not going to buy what you're selling.
Yep, Channel 6, the little boys are big toys.
And they spend a lot of money on equipment that they don't know how to run properly.
Yeah, well, it's their money to waste, I guess.
A little bit more now, I hope so.
Little boys are big toys, Channel 6.
Try it again there, Skyrider. Let me hear it.
All right, do I swing a little bit more now? I see my needle moving a little bit more now. It's going up to 50.
Yeah, you're swinging on my meter. My S meter's swinging. You could probably give it just another little scooch on the adjustment up and still sound good.
All right, I'm going to give it another little scooch there. Hang in there.
You want to give it a scooch. I like that. Scooch.
Yeah, just a little scooch. You know, the difference between a blonde and a redhead hair thickness.
Oh, a strawberry.
Come on there, Skyrider. Let me hear it.
All the scooch that's there now, it gave me about another
I think you're in good shape. You're sounding good. It's doing what you want now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. One night we have to do another stock night, stock mic night. I want to compare that to see what the difference is there. You know what I got now and versus the stock mic. This radio has a different stock mic than the other one I had before.
Yeah, I didn't see any difference on that Skywater. You still sound excellent, but I didn't see any swing on that at all.
Yeah, I thought where you are, there should be no swing anymore. It should be bend your needle.
Definitely hitting the high end there.
You know, at my meter, you backing out there. You know, there's nothing left behind. I can see I have swing, but I don't like my SWR here. It's not high, but it's 1.3.
Yeah, your signal, you're like a 10 here, but your modulation, you're like right in where it says 100% on my meter. You're right in the middle of it. So you sound awesome. There's no doubt about it.
You bypass your antenna tuner?
Yep, I took care of that. That's working now. I have to see on this band, the antenna is tuned by itself, but I can play with it. I haven't tuned the 11 meter band. I have all the hand bands. Yeah, I made my list where I free tune and I just have to go back to it when I switch bands. So I have to do that same thing with the 11 meter band. It's probably somewhere in between the 12 and 10 meter band. So I have to play around a little bit, but I don't want to bother anybody here. So I have to find somewhere a frequency that is clear, you know. Yeah, it's flat right around channel 20. Here it's about 1.2, 1.3.
Wow, I'm surprised that made that much of a difference. Just from them two, especially with that particular antenna.
Yeah, I don't know. There may be all kinds of stuff. You know, there's now a switch in between, the tuner in between. Even the tuner is now bypassed. You know, and I have to mess around a little bit. It should be not an issue to bring that in.
10-4. Yeah, you'll get it working. Work it out. But you are sounding good now. You've got that thing cranked up all the way now, huh?
Yeah. I have to look at the radio where that is, you know, and see what I can do there. So let's see. I turned the tuner on. I'm now at a where I am now here. I'm now at the one-to-one here. So I'm not sure if that makes a difference.
No, I think you're too close to me for us to, for a little difference it would make. Maybe Petey or somebody out there, they could tell the difference.
There's no difference what you're going to see on an S meter between 1.1 and 1.3. It's not going to show.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just it gives the only thing I see is it swings a couple of watts more, but that's about it.
It don't show because Petey's old and he can't see too well anymore.
You gotta have swing in your thing. Man, it's a big old 10-4.
That's funny. I worry a whole lot less about SWR than I used to. I got a 1.5 to 1, and I call it good.
Yeah, as long as you're not feeding it with MOSFETs, you're good.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different story. If it's not 1.02 to 1, I'm not transmitting.
Damn, MOSFETs are way too touchy.
But as long as I keep it at 1.02 to 1, it's happy. I got by an hour tonight with no trips.
Yeah. And if you run tubes, you can run like a 4-to-1 match and it don't care.
Yeah, you could be like Dave and tune right into a 3-to-1 mismatch.
That's all right. I was just doing worse than that. I had my antenna switch on the wire, and I didn't even know it.
Man, fire. You missed that, don't you?
This whole time you were on your wire and not your beam?
No, he was not.
I misunderstood that statement.
Probably his last key up or last two key ups it was, but earlier tonight I checked it. I flipped over the wire, and there's a big difference between my wire and the vertical.
Oh yeah, this is vertical polarization, all right. There ain't no mistaking this.
You better believe it.
Yeah, this should be a whole lot louder than you ever heard me before. On this band, anyway.
I know that video gate you sent me, I sounded like a stinking local without looking at the S meter. But damn, Billy's the same signal strength as me. How is that possible?
First of all, the S meter on this thing is shot. Okay, you're probably S9. That's number one. And number two, yeah, Billy is louder than you at the moment. But when he first came on, you were louder than him. It's bizarre, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Like, how can he be 70 miles from me and I'm just 35 miles, whatever, 36, and he's just as loud and just as strong?
Universe square law at work.
And I don't know. And he's not even using his good stuff.
Right. He's not even pumped up yet.
No, he's not. He's just he's just dipping his toe in, like me here.
That's amazing, because I'm giving it all, well, pretty much just about all I got. I ain't got no more.
Yeah, well, I'm limping along here because of this high SWR. This is really the only rig I would use in the 3-to-1.
Man, I'm so glad I got my antenna up where it is now, because if I was trying to do this where it was before, I wouldn't even be a contender.
You got another one of those sticks down low, don't you? How did that receive Billy?
No, oh yeah, I got one down low, laying on the ground.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know. There's something wrong with my storage system in my brain.
No, your timing is off. There used to be one down low at the garage until the one that was up in the tree fell when the rope broke and broke the antenna. So I had to take the one off the garage and put it up in the tree. So are you up to date now?
I got it. There's one in the tree, one in the garage.
Was one on the garage. Now it's on the ground. Well, no, the one on the garage is in the air. The one that was in the air is on the ground.
I'm so confused.
Dave knows. Dave was here. He saw it.
Yeah.
I'd like you to comment, though, when you saw it.
It's up there.
That's what you said. I heard you say it.
You got a breaker in there. Hey, quick question. I'm sorry I forget the handle. Who's down in Maryland?
507. I'm not quite in Maryland. I'm a few miles north in PA, but I hear you.
All right, 10-4. Yeah, I was wondering if you could hear me. My antenna's at about 25 foot off the ground right now.
Yeah, I hear you fine. No problem at all.
Roger that. Sorry about that. I forgot your handle.
That's all right. Everybody forgets this. 507.
Yeah, easy for me to remember because it's a road I take to the mountains all the time.
It's Cadillac engine displacement.
That's a 502.
30 over.
Not when it's bored 30 over.
507 is the main drag that goes by Lake Wallenpaupack, so I always remember that.
It's a 502 Cadillac engine with a 30 over bore.
I can't say Lake Wallenpaupack,
but yes, otherwise.
Don't try to say that, JR.
say it.
You can't say Lake Wallenpaupack?
No, I cannot say Lake Wallenpaupack. No.
Oh, then I guess you can't visit Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire then either.
Well, that's easier, Winnipesaukee.
You can say Winnipesaukee, but you can't say Wallenpaupack?
Got to find out exactly how it's really pronounced first.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I think your tongue's just wrapped around your eye teeth and you can't see what you're saying.
So what is it, Wallenpaupack?
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell that?
PHAT.
Slowly.
Wall and Paul packed.
Wall. WALLENPAUPACK.
Wall and Paul pack.
Makes some water in it.
Yeah, Paul packed his wall.
It means the stream of swift and slow water in Indian language.
You know what Schuylkill River stands for?
It stands for lots of crud.
Hidden River. Where'd you hear that at? That's what I heard anyway. Hidden River.
You know what Manatawny is?
What is Manatawny?
The place we meet to drink.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, that's why I go to the Manatawny Stillworks, because it's the place we meet to drink.
What is this Manatawny place to drink?
In the 18th century, the Wall and Paul Pack was the beginning of the frontier, the end of settler land and the beginning of the Indian lands. And they used to meet there to trade between the English settlers and the Native Americans. And they would drink on the the Manatawny.
See, the Blue Mountain used to be the on the other side of the Blue Mountains is where the Indians were.
Yeah, well, in the 18th century, they were the frontier was the Wall and Paul Pack Creek. I keep saying that Manatawny.
1850s.
I mean the Manatawny.
Then the English said, you got to bring your own bottles, and then the Indians got mad, and that was the end of that.
French-Indian War.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of Indian wars, but that was one of the early ones. Yep, French and Indian. We weren't even a country yet.
I don't want to like that. I done plenty old junkie on the Manatawny. Yeah, the Indians used to come over there over the mountain, and then they would attack the settlers. And on top of the Appalachian Mountains, well, you know, in the Blue Ridge trail up there on the Blue Mountains, every 12 miles they had a fort.
Just think, man. 300 years ago, Indians were probably taking a dump on JR's front yard.
Ow. I was just talking to one of my neighbors his family's been in my area for a long time. Apparently this is a pretty heavily settled Indian encampment here. We used to find arrowheads down there in Lynx. Yeah, he was telling me the guy that his parents bought the house from back in the early 70s gave a huge book, and it's all full of arrowheads from this property.
Wonder what kind of CBs they had.
Really crappy ones.
No CBs, just TPs. Man hours. Yeah, there's actually a lot of that around the area. I mean, I could see Creek over in that area. Yeah, there's a lot over there. So my brother and his girl is a family over there. Found tons and tons of arrowheads over that way. You know where the Hawk Mountain is? Hawk Mountain?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, been there a time or two. Well, that road that comes up from 895 down there, I forget the other highway down Lanhartsville, but that's supposed to be the same path the Indians used to take. Roger that. Yep, yeah, I've been up there, the Pinnacle, quite a few times, Hawk Mountain itself, and that's actually a really beautiful area. You go up, I guess it's 895 up towards New Ringwald. Yeah, a very beautiful country up there, let me tell you. Is that where the WK&S train is? Because if so, my mom and brother help run that train. Not the one at Port Clinton? I don't know. They deal with that WKNS. I thought my brother said it's up near Hawk Mountain.
Yeah, around Kempton. There's a short line railroad there around Kempton.
Yeah, that's Wanamaker Kempton or something.
Yeah, that little train. Yeah, that train goes about 2 miles.
Yeah, that's the one they work on.
And they have sportsman shows there and stuff.
Yeah, it's a small tourist train.
Yeah, my family and I rode that many years ago.
Yeah, it's funny. I got a picture. It's my brother and I standing on at the back of the caboose at the break. Well, I was probably 2 or 3, and he was 6 or 7. And it's funny because he makes jokes now that he's an actual brakeman with that brake. But we have a picture, from 40-some years ago of us there.
Sometimes you smoke on that train.
Anybody ride the border town, the Cobradale line lately?
Not this year, but I've ridden it several times, in the last few.
Like within the last year, has anybody actually rode it?
No, but that's supposed to be one of the best scenery trains.
My brother helped build that train when they were getting up and running, and I don't think he would touch that train with a 10-foot pole at this point. Well, I don't know how long you guys are going to be on. I got something to go do, so if I don't catch you, I will catch you next week.
Why do you say that about the train?
Why do I say that?
Yeah, you can't drop a bomb like that and then leave.
Because the management's a bunch of scum.
Oh, wow.
Aha.
Yeah, last I heard, they used to run from over border town all the way over to Pottstown, over to the park there, and they don't do that anymore. But you still pay the same amount. Service is shit, and it's just a big punch in the mouth, bottom line. That's what I heard. I don't know if I'm right, but that's what I've heard.
Well, that may have changed this year. I don't know if I was on it last year, but I know I was on it 2 years ago for sure, and it was fine. Because we did a little dinner ride, whatever, and the food was all good, everything was fine. So I guess in the last 2 years, things have changed.
Well, I think a truck hit one of the overpasses, and they haven't gotten it inspected again to go over it.
Break? Go ahead, Breaker.
No, they're running it again. While I live right along the line here, and they come down here once or twice on the weekend, and going into Pottstown.
Where are you seeing it out there, Skywrunner? I hear it every now and again. But I was told last couple times a couple people I know that wasn't actually running over to Pottstown anymore.
I'm waiting for them to get a steam locomotive up and running.
They have one, supposedly restoring it. They got it in that. They got a siding with a garage outside Pottstown. They've got it in. They're working on it. I don't know what their progress is, though.
Yeah, that's down the old Davis's scrapyard.
Yeah, that's right. How far are you from that?
Probably about a mile and a half.
10-4.
Buffalo on my back.
I always wanted to do that train thing. I just never got there. But, yeah, I was actually looking at that dinner thing you had going on.
Yeah, it's actually kind of neat. My girl did that back when it first started up back a couple of years ago. They went all the way from Bordertown over to the park in Pottstown. It's actually really neat. It's like a lot of history you get to see. And it's amazing how skinny it is going through there. In between the mountain, they cut a little bit out there. It's actually pretty cool. It's definitely something to see. I recommend it as long as it's actually running to its entirety.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little run, and there is a lot of history surrounding that whole line and the cuts, the narrow cuts, and the archaeological digs that they've done along those cuts. They come up with some pretty fascinating tales and whatnot. And then all the iron mine tunnels that are underneath Boyertown to this day, and the entrances and where they're at and places that there are tunnels and stuff. Like, I never knew none of that until I took that drive. And your audio's breaking up there, JR. I don't know if it's me or what, but something wasn't right.
It's funky.
All right. I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. But I'll keep an eye on it. See what happens. About how long is that ride anyway? I mean, what's the whole, from the time you leave to the time you come back? What's the length?
They take about 2 hours to go the whole way. They only do like 15 miles an hour.
All right. Yeah, I want to do that. I do. I want to give that a whirl. Check it out. I think I'd probably enjoy that.
Wife and I always either go to the dining car or the first class car and get a meal or sit down in the first class car and have drinks and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. When we went one time, it was just, general admission ticket or whatever, and we rode on one of the outside cars. So I've been on it at least 3 or 4 times.
Do you know who had a mine up there in Boyertown?
I don't know who the owners were, but the entire underneath of Boyertown is covered in mines, iron mines. And some of those high hills, there's one of them hills you go by that there's a tower on or something. There's one of the mine entrances there. The train goes by one of the existing mine entrances. It's fenced off. It's still there. But they somewhere I saw a map. They showed a map of the mine tunnels underneath Boyertown, and it's underneath the whole freaking town.
Yeah, Thomas Edison had a mine up there.
Hell, it goes back before that. That goes back to William Penn days. That's why they settled this area, because all the iron ore that was available here. This entire area was the colony's first iron foundries, iron making, iron mining. It was all right here.
Are you telling me it's possible that Boyertown could be sitting on top of a sinkhole?
Well, it's crisscrossed and tunneled all underneath the whole town.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know about all that. The tunnel is going underneath the town at all. I know they got the city and whatnot. They get all the subway tunnels, and that shit goes like it's insane. It's insane what's actually out there. Goes back so far in history.
They've been mining this area for iron ore since the late 1600s.
A lot of iron. Iron ore, huh? Huh. I never guessed. This is the first I heard about it, too. Yeah, flags. That was iron. Didn't they do a lot with iron up there? Flags?
Don't you know Hopewell Furnace over there in French Creek? That was one of the first iron furnaces from the iron ore they pulled out of underneath Boyertown.
Kind of makes sense, don't it? Yep. Good old American history.
And that's the whole reason for the Secret Valley line, the Boyertown line, was to haul the ore out of Boyertown and take it down to Hopewell.
I see. That line used to extend quite a bit further up. That was Elvis went to Valley. You guys remember Monkey Man, right?
Monkey Man and Marky Mark.
That's right, Monkey Man and Marky Mark. And I looked it up on Google Maps, too. That's a tad bit too much echo. Oh, which one that was? There's a train track that goes underground. That Skyrider? I think it was in Royersford area somewhere. But it goes directly underneath the Skyrider. Was it goes through a tunnel? Yeah. That might be the old trolley line. I don't remember if it was trolley line or it probably wasn't a freight. Hello, classic, are you welcome? Yeah, it goes directly underneath of the cemetery. That's pretty creepy. Is that Paul? Yeah, no doubt about that, man. It's amazing the history that's around here. I can't hear if anybody's talking. This thing don't receive real well. It's that. Let me know when they find a gold mine. I'll be interested.
Yeah, you and everybody else, I'm sure.
You can't.
On the other side of Route 100.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm not believing you, Skyrider. I think you're playing a joke on me.
Nope. Actually, there was a map in the Potsdam Mercury. They were digging for copper, and they dug up gold and copper. They sent the samples over to Germany, and they were tested. It was actually a fairly rich gold mine. But the owners were at that point making more money by with some gypsum mine that opened up somewhere else. So I'm not sure if the shaft is still there or not, but there was a mine where they pulled out copper and gold on the other side of 100.
What's this, along the railway?
No, it was along the Goose Run.
Oh, yeah, I know Goose Run. I hunt there.
Exactly. The one buddy of mine, he's one of these hobby gold panners. Told him to go back there and pan some gold back there and see if there's anything in there. It would be interesting.
I was just gonna suggest that next time you're out hunting, screw the hunting, go panning for gold.
Yeah, I know, right? Because there's a little creek that goes through there. Taking a couple of deer literally down in that valley where that creek goes through. And there is some history down there. Goose Run Road used to actually go across up through where the landfill is at now, from Culperdale Road. But if you go down that road before you get to the bridge, you go to the right, and there's like this little, I don't know what exactly it is, but it looks like an entrance to something of some sort. It's got to be what it is. That may have been something of that nature. I don't know. But there's definitely history back there. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's like I said, it would be probably interesting just for the fun of it to take a pan back there and wash a couple of pans of dirt and see if there's anything in there. Well, you're absolutely right. I know exactly where that is, where you're talking about.
You'll wind up getting the backside full of buckshot. Oh.
Well, not now. It's not hunting season at this point, but yeah, that's a good point there. I didn't know all that. But yeah, there is, like I said, there is something down. I don't know exactly what it is, but it looks like an entrance to something. I think it maybe is covered up or something to the right of the bridge is still there. You can't use it. It's you gotta actually be very careful walking across it. But over to the right of it, there's this stonework down the way a little bit, and it looks like kind of like an entrance to something.
Hello, Skyrider. Hello, Freebird. And gold mining pan with you.
Yeah, you guys doubled up there.
Who's that? I'm thinking that the owner of the property would be sitting there shooting at you. He sees you down there with a pan sifting for gold. He might not like that.
That's township property over there.
It's owned by our township.
Oh, all right. Okay. Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean that they like it or don't like it, Why you can say it's recreational.
Public property. You're talking about probably runs into that creek. If you're not talking about that creek in general. I'm the public.
Yeah, Goose Run, that's all township property there. You have to have a permit to hunt there, but they have like walking trails. There's a ton of walking trails there. I haven't even actually walked the whole entirety of it, but it goes out. Like you just spend a good old freaking probably at least a half a day, depending on how fast you move.
What township is that? Douglas Township?
Correct.
Douglas Burks.
So Douglas Burks, you hunt hunt on their property, if they catch you or the police catch you, they
Is that where Pine Forge is? It's in Dulles,
I do, however, know a few people that still continue to hunt that, mostly archery. But yeah, the
Is it on the 562?
Is that?
You can up on Green Dog 123.
And then game land. It's not game lands parking. There's a little park, a parking lot there, and you can walk back through the farmers' fields until you get down to the park itself. Are we about at the same area? Are you familiar with that?
There's a couple entrances. There's one off of Colbertdale Road, and the other one is off of, trying to think here. There's one down the road going towards Border Town. You make a right on that, and the road turns into stone, and there's a parking lot back there that also gets you there. But yeah, I mean, there's access to the creek the whole way. That's not actually part of the landfill. The landfill, they have a fence that goes along the whole way of it, but you can access the creek, and it's not their property. That's township land.
Right. Yeah, but so I know where the fence is, and we were on the opposite side of the creek, or the one end of the creek. But yeah, where we would go to the hill climb, I think that's Colebrookdale Road, and I think that's the parking lot that you're talking about. In fact, come hunting season, we were back in there, and the hunters were giving us shit because we were back there on our four-wheelers, but they were on the wrong side of the road. Even if they did have a permit, we have the right to hunt back here. But me and my buddy knew the deal. Like, you weren't supposed to be on this side of the creek. Your permit was for that side, the parking lot, over, because there was no trespassing signs on the opposite side of the road. Anyway, we had a few words with those hunters, and, of course, they were right because they were holding the guns.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. But, the other access point, you have, off of Colbertdale Road, you got Goose Run Road, the old road, which has the old bridge. And then it goes to Goose Run Stream. But if you go up Colbertdale, like you're going towards Bordertown, little sort of kinda, you make it right on the Lovingood Road. That you go around a really sharp bend to the right, and it turns into stone, and there is actually a parking lot back there, which is access to the Goose Run Park, which is part of the hunting and all that. That's like in the field area. But I mean, the creek sort of runs back there to us. You gotta walk to it.
No, that's where I'm at. Lovingood Road. You're right. Yep. You go back there. There's a hard bend. Turns to a dirt road because our four-wheeler trail will come out right about where the road turned to stone, and we would race down that road just to open it up a little bit and go fast. And then we would hook a right into that parking lot and then ride back through the fields on the tractor trails and get down into that park. Yep. And there's a campsite. You get down into the bottom of that valley, and you have like a rock face there alongside the creek. And then over the hill from there, somebody had made a campsite. It was really close to the fence line of waste management property. And we were walking that fence line, and there was a couple of deer carcasses that we found. Actually, it was just bones. The carcass was gone. It was just bones, skeletons, right along that fence line, like they were trying to get through, or I don't know, whatever happened. And they were all really small deer, small bones.
Yeah, along that fence line, they have a run, actually kind of on both sides. They kind of on the landfill side of the fence, and then also on the township property side. That's where I actually got a couple of them that I had shot in the last couple of years. But they have like a little runway that goes literally right up against the fence. But there's two breaches in the fence where a tree came down, and they hang out up in the landfill. There's always tons of deer up in that landfill. You can see them up on the hill, like if you're in Goose Run Park, you can see them from a couple different spots, but there's a couple breaches in the fence. One's right down by the creek, and then one's up towards that other parking area, towards 11 Good Road. I mean, it's a bit of ways from it, but there's another breach in the fence there. That's where they come through from the landfill, and they come down to the creek, and then they run around in the Goose Run Park.
And where's your Ram McNally when you need it?
I'm still looking for this gold. They seem like they got off of the subject of the gold.
Yeah. Deer or a dime a dozen, but gold, that might be worth something.
Yeah, but I don't see you out there with your hip waders on and your pan in your hand and,
How do you know? I might be going out there tomorrow.
We still haven't got the exact spot. Y'all have been dancing around a little. Oh, no, we're talking about the same creek. And Bagger, you gotta work. You gotta go to work, so you're not gonna be out there tomorrow. Listen, I know Bagger for a long time. He's #1 gold digger.
No, no, that's Green Dragon's sister-in-law.
Ah. Well, Bagger's a boat owner. You know what boat stands for?
Yeah, break out another 1,000.
Yeah, so he's already on the gold mine. I'm pretty sure if Bagger owns a boat, he's already got his own gold mine.
Oh, that's it. I'm taking off tomorrow. I'm going to Goose Run. I'm going to do gold panning for the first time.
Hey, 507, are you still in there?
Yeah, it's not that deep. You just need a pair of, you don't really even need waders, just some tall boots.
Yeah, and if your sissy skin is showing, they make neoprene chest waders. So you can almost, as it implies, you can go up to your chest and not have to worry too much about it.
Yeah, you're not going to need all that. It's not that deep. I think the deepest spot in that creek I found is maybe like 1.5 to 2 foot.
Yeah, that's a low slope, and it's just a trickle in the summertime. Just to let you know there, Green Dog, and you probably do know it, but you were squealing. Yeah, I had the talk back up a little high. I was playing around here, putting a meter before everything else, in between the radio and everything else, trying to check it out. And the one was working okay. The other one, when I plugged it in, I wasn't getting any receive. So I don't know if it's just a basic SWR/field strength meter. It's a Radio Shack. When I plugged that one in, I wasn't getting any receive. Oh. Old Radio Shack kind of leaving you down. Yeah, but the Sears wasn't. That one was working, but the Watt section side of it was not. You got a Sears what? You got, really? I didn't know Sears made one. Well, it's the basic design, like I'd say early to mid 80s, where your SO239s, I still have a little bit of a squeal there. Turn the mic volume down a little bit. Hopefully I didn't dip out too bad. But the SO239s are on either side. There's a spot for a little antenna for your field strength meter. It's a 10 and 100 watt scale, forward and reflect, SWR or power, 52 ohm. Yeah, says Sears right on the front of it. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. I just touched the antenna port with my finger, and the needle jumped up. It's riding at 4 watts, swinging 6. That's pretty cool. I think he put his finger on the field strength antenna. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, that meter you're referring to, Banco made one. Midland made one just like it. They had a whole fleet of different. Lafayette was another one that made them. Same thing, same meter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And JR, you were breaking up there for a bit.
I'm not the only one that heard it.
Uh-oh. I'm not keying up hard enough. That's what it is. Not pushing down on this lazy man's bar.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Soft contacts. Anyway, all interesting, fun stuff. Like to hang out for more, but it's time for me to go. Gotta work tomorrow, and the dogs get up early. Lively, fun Classic Radio Roundup. Want to thank everyone who checked into the Classic Radio Roundup. Good stuff. 7-3 all around. Too long a list to go through. County-wide.
All right. Catch up with you later. Have a good one. It's good to hear Dave and Chuck and Billy in there, too. Pretty interesting. Pretty good stuff. Catch you later. Radio. Yeah, I'm right behind them, even though I'm on the radio on, and I might be back later, but you guys will probably be signing off, so I'll talk to you next time. Catch you there, Pete. Good night.
Are you leaving too?
Was a blast.
Yeah, it was a blast. 7-3, good night, all.
73 Pete. Back, are you leaving too?
A little bit. Since I'm checking out for a bit, I'll probably be back a little bit later, so talk to you then. All right, Joe. I probably won't be in here when you get back, but catch you again. See ya.
All right, Joker.
Good grief. We're going to have to call him in and out.